All right, buddy. Welcome to another installment of Radio 420 AM W.E.E.D.
Yes, absolutely.
Your new favorite show.
Our Pod Blast podcast is back.
With cat basting and all that.
All of it. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Please don't shake the wires.
Dude, you gave me no length here.
Well,
no length. There we go. That's better. Sorry.
This is what happens when you pack stuff away in a mutilated fashion.
Yeah, well, I can't just keep stuff out. This is a podcast, not a barn.
Well, it definitely is a podcast. We now, before I say anything, I would like to start off by saying we now have a YouTube channel, so you guys could Google search us on the YouTube,
Yes.
and you'll see all the episodes will be up on there. Sometimes the music will be missing because we all know how YouTube is with that.
Well, what we'll try to do is we'll put our own music into the YouTube videos.
Yeah, we're going to try to bring you guys some underground bands. That way YouTube doesn't have a problem because they're not signed.
On SoundCloud, we'll still keep the regular format.
Yes. If you want to hear the music versions and stuff, go to SoundCloud. All the track names will be right with the track. Also, another thing to start with is last week when we announced the death of Whitney Houston, I was really mad at my co-host here for saying it was Janet Jackson.
No, you said it was Janet Jackson.
Yes, the funny part is he did say Whitney Houston after reviewing the show while I was doing the editing. However, I heard Janet Jackson, but then I went off on a rant about LaToya Jackson for some reason. I don't know. Occupational hazards, I guess. Mine wasn't really there to begin
Bro,
with.
we're just in the New York Times. We're going to post corrections.
No, I do. I don't want to look like a jerk, you know.
Too late.
Yes.
The correction made you look even more of a jerk.
Like I said 2 shows ago, I think we more than lived up to our name.
Yes, this is true. Absolutely.
We're still doing better in accuracy than Fox News, so
our listeners are much more intelligent.
That's a fact I'm proud of.
Yes, I think when they took a survey, and apparently Fox News listeners or Fox News watchers actually know less than people who don't watch any news.
That's an interesting statistic.
It's true. Get that? Somehow they managed to know less. It's like truly does make you dumber. But this podcast is entertaining and infotainment. So.
And according to recent polls that I just checked, the people that actually deliver the news on Fox News are less smart than the people who actually watch the Fox News, who are less smart than the people that don't watch any news. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'd probably watch no news, and you just you pick shit up from conversations more, and maybe those conversations you pick shit up from might actually be more intelligent what Fox is airing. Probably, actually. Most likely, if you come into an office where there's a water cooler and you join in a conversation, you probably get more information, factual information, than you would watching a Fox News broadcast.
I get more information of Telemundo, and I don't even speak Spanish.
You know what? It's funny you brought up Fox News because they actually have a second channel called the Fox Business Channel. Are you familiar with it?
Oh, yeah, Fox Business.
Yes, but they had one show.
Is that where Glenn Beck's on?
No, he's not on anymore at all. But they do have one show called, I forgot what it's called, but it was hosted by Judge Napolitano. And he was actually a libertarian judge who was all for legalization of marijuana. And he was actually the one host on Fox that had a different opinion, exposed to everyone else.
That's why it didn't work out.
His show got canceled this past week.
That's why it didn't work out.
And this guy was a real-ass judge.
You can't have your own opinion on Fox News.
You can't.
What do you think this is?
And there's a lot of people... The only show I would watch on Fox News is Judge Napolitano's. He was an actual judge who has a lot of experience. He has a lot of constitutional law experience.
He's Judge Judy without the breasts.
Yeah. The show was called Freedom Watch, appropriately. And, it was a little... there were some things they talked about which could be controversial and shit. But he was all for limited government and, legalizing most things that, right now are governed. Drugs, prostitution... all that other stuff, gambling, you should have a free society for the most part, and he actually did preach that, and his show got canceled, which kind of upset me. Nice hit, by the way. Let me clear that, by the way, for the audience here. Maybe they can feel this.
Clear the bizong.
I'm going to clear it.
Pull up your thizong. There you go. A little kid's hit, but that's
very
fine.
Nice, very nice.
But that's fine.
Yeah, you left. Don't clear the chamber, my friend. Don't waste weed. It's a sin.
It's like what bread used to be back in Russia.
Yeah, basically. Don't waste bread, don't waste weed, don't waste beer. Those are the 3 capital things, I think. Well, don't waste food in general. Unless you're spilling
it out on, somebody's chest. A female's chest.
In victory, yes. That's one way. That's, the only acceptable time where you can actually waste beer.
Yes.
Yeah, don't waste weed, food, or beer. I think those 3 things are pretty...
I think wet T-shirt contests should be only done with beer from now on.
It would taste better, that's for sure. Maybe. I mean... Regardless, the wet t-shirt contest works either way. You can use lemonade for all I care.
Is it really a contest? Because it's
No.
not really a contest.
It's more of a showcase.
The winner has been decided before we even see everybody.
I think it's a showcase, if anything.
Yeah, it's more of a showcase. I would agree.
It's a wet t-shirt showcase.
It's like the tits are right. Except Bob Barker ain't hosting it.
No, it's
that's my new game show. It should get Hugh Hef to host that.
Isn't it, what's his name now? Drew, whatever. Drew Carey? Not Drew Carey. I think so.
Bro, can you think of anybody less funny on TV?
He's pretty okay. He's got funny glasses. Not anymore, though. And he's mad skinny, so he's not funny. Once you lose weight and you're a comedian, it's like with Jonah Hill. You stop being funny once you lose weight. Everyone likes the jolly fat guy.
Has he had a film role since he lost all that weight?
Yeah, he's been in something. He did a babysitter movie. I just saw him in,
Wasn't he in Moneyball?
Yeah, Moneyball was good. I like that movie. Brad Pitt was terrible.
Didn't they film that before he lost the weight?
Yeah, he was still fat, but he had to be fat because the character he played, Peter Brand, was supposed to be fat. It's based on a real person. Based on one of these...
excuses.
No, it was based on a real person. He lost the weight afterwards because, these things are filmed like a year and a half ago anyway. So after they're done filming Moneyball, there's all this post-production work, and then there's, promoting it, and then it comes out like a year and a half later.
I dread more than post-production.
Shut up, bro. You
do a lot of it every week.
I'm the talent. You're the guy behind the scenes because you're better at it.
Yeah, there's no talent on this side, bro.
There's some talent, but you know what I mean. Like I can't be expected to.
You just exhume talent everywhere.
I exude it. I don't exhume it. That would be weird.
You're Santorum of talent.
Yes,
all over everybody in this world.
More talented than him, that's for sure. Even though he's apparently the front runner now, which is I can't believe this is happening.
That's some bullshit,
bro. This guy doesn't know the first thing about contraception. He wants us to have sex for procreation. I'm like, fuck you, bro. You're the government. You want to stay out of the bedroom? How about that? You're supposed to be a Republican.
That sounds like a very Nazi thing to say,
bro. He's like, oh, people shouldn't be using birth control because they allows them to be promiscuous and shit. I'm like, it's none of your business. You preach like small government.
Wait, doesn't that happen without birth control too?
It doesn't
matter. Which is why it's a big-ass problem to begin with before the birth control even came out.
Yeah, it's just like mad babies are going to happen. And we're going to be like China or India. Instead, we have like 300 million people, which is normal.
Santorum
is nuts. I can't believe people are voting for this guy. I mean, I guess there is a huge Christian right in this country still, unfortunately, who have brainwashed everybody they can. And this is why Santorum is getting votes. And like I said, Mitt Romney, we talked about Mitt Romney last week.
If Santorum gets elected, we're all fucking...
I'm moving to Canada.
Doomed, dude.
Go to Toronto.
Yeah. Moving up north.
Yeah, or south. I don't know, Mexico would be tough to get to. I can actually drive to Toronto.
According to recent polls, the Mormons are also up in Canada.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. They're all over the Midwest, too.
I believe most of
Idaho, Nevada, Wyoming. Those states are very sparsely populated. They're trying to like...
And according to recent polls, that's the type of terrain that Mormons like.
What would be more dangerous, do you think? A Romney presidency or a Santorum presidency? It's like, choose your poison.
That's like deciding between heroin, crack, and meth.
Yeah, it's like, you're going to get fucked up.
You're really going to lose with either one.
Yeah. I will stick to the natural stuff. Anyway, I don't know, bro.
What's the natural stuff, Ron Paul?
I guess.
Just keeping it real?
That's right. No pander. No pandering to people. Weed doesn't pander. It doesn't care.
So basically, what's going to happen is Obama?
It has to be. I mean, at this point, he actually he did something good today.
I don't see anybody better.
He actually finally got these Bush era tax cuts done, or payroll tax cuts, whatever. So he did something good today.
Screw him.
Yeah, 143 billion payroll tax cut by the president, the last significant measure.
Politicians being proud of stuff they're supposed to do in the first place.
Yeah, I know, seriously. But still, I mean, it's hard. I'll give Obama credit. The Republicans are such dicks. It's hard to even be the president because he's got to deal with their nonsense. But he's whatever. He did a couple of really annoying things, which I spoke about. I had nausea. My 3 beefs with him is the medical marijuana raids, not arresting any bankers in 2008, or big wigs, obviously, and lastly, most importantly, in my opinion, is the Obamacare doesn't have a public option. That's the only way it would work, is to put a public option in so that people can choose the government health care over private companies. If there's no public option, the private companies are still going to do whatever they want, and they basically bought Obama and made this bill. They bought him out. Basically, he sold out on this particular topic. He really did, and that pisses me off.
I wish I had a little violin.
I wish I had a big violin, bro. I don't know how to play the violin. This is a fucking underrated instrument. No one knows how to play violin. There's that one Israeli chick that did a song with Jay-Z, but that's about it. Who else? Can you name any other? Itzhak Perlman? How many famous violinists are there?
There's a lot. Joshua Bell.
Okay, there you go. So we got
actually
2.
Met him before.
We got 2 right now, and that chick 3. There's that Israeli chick who did a song with Jay-Z. You know what I'm talking about? What's her name? You know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
You don't remember? She's just pretty popular.
This doesn't sound like the type of something I would listen to.
Really? Well, I know that
she's some sort of DJ.
Yeah, no. She was a chick. She was this like Israeli chick who did a song with Jay-Z, and I don't remember her name, but I'm looking it up. The beauty of the internet. Miri Banari. Yes, that's who it is. She was pretty famous. So there's 3 basically famous violinists in the world right now. Joshua Bell, Miri.
I'm sure there's more than that, but you're just not into that.
Yitzhak Perlman. He's like a classic pianist. I know about him. I'm not into what? I'm not. Listen, how many famous celloists can you name?
I have no clue.
Exactly.
But that's not as popular of an instrument, let's say, when it comes to classical, like violin is.
Right.
Or piano.
Well, violin is hard. It could sound terrible if you don't do it right. That's like the biggest thing about it. But anyway, moving on. How did we get on violinists again?
I have no clue. But let's move off violinists and move into pot.
Yes, let's do it.
So, a couple of weed stories came out over the last few days, which I find pretty cool. Up in the Bronx here in New York, actually, they raided a 5-story building, and every floor was dedicated to growing the good stuff, bro.
Oh, that's going to make prices go up. That's all that means. Fucking assholes.
It's 5 stories. They seized 1,100-something pounds, and plus there was like 78 pounds drying or something like that. But it was a lot. They're fucked.
Yeah, they are. That's a shame. That happened in Staten Island not too long ago.
And now to a weed story with somebody in it who's really fucked. Okay, so I think it was either yesterday or Friday. Wait, Friday was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you're going by
for
Saturday.
all of those,
but it doesn't matter. No one's listening today. So last Friday.
Right. So for everyone who's listening online, so the day before yesterday.
Last Friday, would you say? Because to them it won't be the day before.
Well, it's
yesterday.
Friday that just passed. Jesus
Okay.
Christ!
That's
all
what I said.
Unless you're listening like from a week from now, well then it doesn't matter. Anyways, moving on. It was Obama was flying an Air Force One, right? And
no way.
A couple of dudes in a small aircraft straight into his airspace. After being told to stay away from the airspace, they got escorted by F-16s when they landed. Were met by local police, Secret Service, the feds, the military, and they found 40 pounds of pot on the plane.
Wow.
Those guys are done.
That is dumb. It's so dumb. That's federal right there. They're going to jail forever,
Look,
unfortunately.
I mean, it's bad enough being busted by the feds, let's say, or local PD, but having like every branch of like some law enforcement pretty much there at the same time, you're definitely
if you have a plane, it's like you have no possibility of being pulled over. How can you fuck that up?
Ever straight into Obama's airspace
Why would you
with
do
weed?
that? Yeah, why would you do that? They were probably stoned. And I feel bad because they don't deserve to, like, you know, go to jail and have this nonsense just for some weed. But, like, okay, you're in a plane. The likelihood that anybody is going to pull you over is literally 0. Like, they can't pull you over unless you literally either crash or stray into airspace. Like, if you know what? Just stray away from all the airspace. It's hard to get pulled over in a plane, bro.
Scramble jets, and they stay on your side.
Dude, you have to really be fucking an idiot. Like, you have to have, like, some kind of, like, malfunction with your plane, or you have to have, like, a warrant or some shit, and then they find you in there or some shit. It's really hard to get, like, you know, busted on a plane.
Wait, you know what? Come to think of it, this was a small plane. Like, it looked very Cessna-ish, maybe a slightly bit smaller than, like, a 172. It looked like a light aircraft. But how do the F-16s stay next to it? Because they would have to fly pretty
next to it
slow.
means like 1,000 meters, bro.
No, I understand, but I don't think they can fly that slow, can they? Because
yeah,
that plane would
they would
fly
strafe.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. They were just like
they were just floating.
like the Coast Guard boats. Who
F-16 doesn't have like some kind of function where it can hover a little bit.
No.
No, what's the F-17 that has that?
The F-22.
F-22.
No, not F-22. The fucking F-35 Lightning II and the Harrier. They have that.
Yeah. Well, listen, they'll figure it out. I'm sure the Cessna wasn't going that slow. He was going like 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
What do they fly usually?
That's pretty quick. They usually fly, I would say, about 140, 130.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Oh, they're probably in a
Sounds
rush.
like a
They had mad weed to
reasonable
deliver, so they might be going 150. I would be in a
all
rush.
40 pounds of it. Man, I don't.
Yeah, I guess the weed would weigh down the Cessna a little bit.
I mean, that landing probably took a bigger toll on the nerves than landing in a bad hurricane.
Dude, that's really dumb. If I had an airplane, I would never.
Why didn't
drive.
they throw it out of the plane? I don't understand.
If I had an airplane,
did they think that they weren't going to find it?
Yeah, I guess, but that's kind of suspicious. You throw it out of an airplane, it's hard to miss 40 pounds dropping out of an airplane.
Drop it over the sea.
It doesn't matter. They're still going to try to bust you. They might see it. Well, I don't know. I would just stay out of all kinds of airspace. I wouldn't be going into anybody's airspace. I would just be like, I'll be landing in like a field.
Fuck out of my airspace, man.
Yeah, and obviously they're probably somewhere in the D.C. area, I'm assuming, right? Or was...
What do you mean, the shoe store?
No, this... it was this story. What airspace? Where did it take place? Is over Washington, D.C.?
Oh, man, you're going into detail. I think it was over California.
Oh, it was over California. Oh, well, then it makes sense. They were probably, like, picking up or, like, delivering east. They're trying to go into east. Because a lot of the time, we're getting some really good weed out from Cali. Cali's biggest cash crop is weed, by the way. Like, unofficially, obviously.
There's definitely somewhere on the West Coast. I remember that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand. It's a very, very dumb move on their parts. Have a plane. You have a plane, dude. A plane. You could just be, like, not anywhere near any
listen, it's completely their fault. How are you going to keep going into airspace that they told you not to go into?
Yeah, if they warned you, I would be so... I would turn around. I don't care. I would turn around.
That's why they scrambled the jets. That's because they did it after the warning.
I would land. I would wait. I would wait a little bit, then take off again and fucking wait till there's... What kind of rush can you possibly be in? You know what I mean? It's like, you gotta play it safe in this kind of situation, especially when the Secret Service and the FBI, that's federal time. That's not even state time. That's federal time. They're fucked.
Yeah, they're...
Ask a Puerto Rico.
Well, they got pretty much
in
caught.
Puerto Rico, they don't have state laws. It's all federal.
They got caught by every branch of enforcement.
Yeah.
Military, fucking Air Force, Secret Service, Feds, local PD. They're all there simultaneously waiting for them.
That's insane. I'm gonna look up the story. I haven't heard it, but I mean, it sounds interesting. Was it in San Diego?
Yeah. So I did remember that correctly.
17 tons?
No, it wasn't that. No way. It was 40 pounds. It was a small aircraft. You can't lift 7 tons.
17 tons. No, okay, this must
They
be...
do tie a rope to it and try to take off. Snap the tail of your plane right off.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But this is probably not a plane bust. This is just a regular bust. I'm going to try to find the story, though. It is an interesting one.
And we'll come back with the story right after this. All right, and we're back from break. Radio 420 AM W.E.E.D. You know, I can just use sound effects.
Doing it live.
You totally fucked up my line right there.
We're doing it live, my friend.
Mistimed it.
This is your Pod Blast podcast. We don't record.
Getting blasted while we cast it.
Exactly. Pod Blast podcast 420 W.E.E.D.
I think we just found our new slogan.
I know,
Getting
right?
blasted while we cast it.
Exactly. That's perfect.
That is perfect.
It's going to be trending in a few hours. So back to the story about Obama and the interception of this plane. This was in California. We're getting some more information here. So this was over Los Angeles. It was a Cessna 182, and it was F-16, so you were right on one of the planes there. And, they got escorted 10 kilograms to be exact. You know, it'd be funny if they were trying to deliver weed to Obama on his Air Force One. That'd be hilarious. They would, touch wings and transport it.
That's an expensive-ass drug deal,
I know,
bro.
right? But Obama can afford it. He's got premium, money coming in.
Somehow dock a jet aircraft with a Cessna-style plane.
They would just
definitely onto something there, buddy.
Parachute the kilos over to Obama. He used to smoke mad weed, apparently. When he was
some
younger.
Con Air shit.
Back at Occidental College in Los Angeles. And this was over Los Angeles. Maybe this is his boys from college.
Oh,
I
thought he went to Bill Clinton school. Don't inhale university.
No, he inhaled. He inhaled a lot. He said that was the point.
Of course he inhaled, bro. If you knew somebody you were giving the shit to wasn't inhaling it, would you give it to them? No.
Dude, no.
You'd be
Obama
like, yo, stop wasting my weed, man.
Obama smoked a lot in college. This is founded. He doesn't even deny it anymore. He talked about this in interviews and shit. And he went to Occidental College in Los Angeles, bro. Think about that.
It's a weird name.
Think about all that.
Thinking about it now.
And then he transferred to Harvard, I guess, wherever. Law school and all that other stuff. But for I think he might have went to part of undergrad, but it might have been all of undergrad in Los Angeles at Occidental College. And he did smoke a lot of weed. He loved basketball. I mean, he was just a regular dude. He eventually got into working in neighborhood, watch programs and all this nonsense. That's how he got into politics. It wasn't because he was groomed for it or anything. In fact, he mostly grew up with his grandparents in Kansas for the most part. So.
And let me say this. This is completely off topic.
No, it's not.
Does skullduggery in the city piss you off when it comes to the city agencies and the government here in New York City?
Not really.
Because it drives me freaking
Except
crazy.
for the MTA. I hate the MTA.
Goddamn MTA, bro. You don't understand. Were they, a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, to even as soon as last year, were they not complaining that they don't have any money and they need to bring revenue up and they need to raise fares and tolls? Well, not tolls. MTA has nothing to do with tolls. Apologize for that comment.
That's the Port Authority.
Damn transit, bro. Did they not say that they don't have any money anymore? True or false?
Yeah, and they cut
Did they not
raised rights. It's insane.
But you know what pisses me off the most is the money's not going to fix the problem. It's going to buy new shiny trains and brand new buses. I've never seen so many brand new buses on the street simultaneously. We don't need brand new buses. In fact, I'd rather have the old ones back, and I'll explain why. They build these new buses out of this lightweight material, right? So the buses are more quiet inside than the old ones. I like the noise. I like that ambient fucking turbocharged diesel engine noise. It's fine. It's nice. It's a little soothing. It's a little hypnotizing. It might put you to sleep halfway through the ride. That's all nice. But these new buses, you could hear people breathing behind you, humming to songs and shit. I really don't want to hear that the whole ride. That really pisses me off.
Well, I mean, if the buses are more efficient,
there was no reason to buy these buses, aside maybe from fuel laws.
They're trying to make them more fuel efficient. That's not really something I can.
Why don't we try to make cars more fuel efficient?
We do. They are. They just passed a historic mandate in California where they have to have the fuel efficiency. It's going to happen. It's slow, but it's going to happen. But that's not really the way to do it.
Enough.
Alternative energy, we should have. We have abundance of alternative energy. We don't need to have capping anything. We should just get off of oil and focus on our other, we have to use biomass, i.e. hemp, in order to fuel our vehicles.
Yeah, get off the oil and get on the pot.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, hemp is the answer to everything. I mean, basically.
But is that not skullduggery? They got so many fucking projects going on simultaneously, and then they're talking about, they don't have any money. Obviously, because you're not managing them correctly.
Well, listen, bro. They
They got
constantly
the
cut
whole Grand
service
Central
and raise rates.
underground construction going on that's costing a fortune.
That's why I want to work in the city, bro. Because I work in Jersey, and it's so much easier. I just drive to work. Fuck all this nonsense. Literally, I'd rather pay a $11 toll.
Literally?
Literally. Because I do it every day, bro. You know that shit. 5 days a week, 4 days a week.
Literally do this every day.
Literally.
You're literally insane.
Not today. And I use the tolls, there's all these bridges, whatever bridge you use, Bayonne, Gothel's, the outer bridge, the one that I use, it's like $11.
And they all suck.
You have the Staten Island Pass, which makes it $5.50 because it's cheaper because you live here. Still a lot of money, but I'd rather do that and then actually deal with the MTA and their nonsense and the lateness of the buses and the trains.
How about the bridges
that.
charge us for letting it? Why are you turning your mic on and off?
No, I didn't. My nail.
Oh. Well, why are you picking your nails with the mic?
I'm not. Just fucking continue talking about it.
All right, anyways, I would totally be all for rate hikes and toll hikes if bridges and tunnels provided one thing: convenience and speed. If they shave time off your commute, time is money. But they charge you money for holding you up.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of fucking traffic.
That's why you gotta get the easy pass.
Let's speed things up. Let's up the speed limit.
Yeah, they should up the speed limit. 55 is insane. 65 is normal, at least. Like, somewhat. Like, in Jersey, most places are 65. Highways-wise, that's good. I can deal with 65. 50, on the Korean War Veterans Parkway, it's a very little-known highway on Staten Island. It's literally
That's
50.
why tickets went from speeding to people talking on their phone.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they're cruising by slowly. It's easier to spot them. I'm telling you, if they up the speed limits, it'd be harder to
Honestly,
do.
I don't have a problem with people like talking on the phone and driving. It doesn't actually cause any problems. Texting, when you're looking at the screen, that's the problem.
Yes,
if you're on the phone, you're still paying attention to the road. You could have it on speaker, or even just put it down and talk. But when you're texting and driving, unless you have one of those automated like vocal text.
Yeah, because you got to be
thingies.
careful with that shit. Because in Brooklyn and Manhattan, people just walk onto the street while texting without looking.
Exactly, that's
and
true.
if you're texting simultaneously, you can hit them.
Yes, this is a public service announcement. Everybody,
and some may
be
say that they
careful while
deserve to be
texting.
hit by walking out into the street and not looking.
Some of them do. It's true. But it just as a PSA.
I mean, that's
here,
like a basic thing that you learn as a kid is to look both ways before crossing the street. Suddenly, that all goes out the window when you're texting and walking.
I mean, I could text and walk pretty accurately, but I'm like one of those like, you know what I mean? I'll bob and weave my head to like,
Oh, you're just Michael J. Fox in it.
Assess exactly. Assess the situation while I'm texting.
What, too soon?
No, it's not too soon. It's been forever already. Never too soon. Rarely too soon. We've made fun of Whitney Houston the day she died, so that was kind of soon. But
I didn't. I was making fun of LaToya Jackson. Apparently,
that is true. I don't know what you were on. You were doing some nonsense, but
it was
happens.
the beers.
We apologized earlier.
It was a beer rant, a beer-fueled rant.
That's why we call this the Weed Podcast because W.E.E.D.
It's Weedcast.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. It's true.
No affiliation to Twitter.
No, we don't. That's the one thing we don't have. We have a SoundCloud. We have a SoundCloud. We have a Facebook. We have a YouTube. We don't have a Twitter. Should we start a Twitter account to follow the show? Because I got some interesting stories. Oh, speaking of interesting stories, we're in New York, by the way. Which is, you know that, right?
You want to have a Twitter feed?
Maybe. Do you? It's. What do you think? I'm running it by you live on air. I'm not gonna. I can we can both contribute. I have shit that happens to me. But I don't know, man. Like, is it worth it? Is it something we can use in our advantage? Can we post like stuff on there that would help us?
I know methods that will let us add 1,000 followers a day.
Illegal methods?
No comment.
All right. Well, I mean, would we get in trouble for doing any of this? Would we get kicked off?
They're unfound methods.
Unfound. So you were like some super genius computer wizard here, and you're not letting me in on any of this?
I wouldn't say all that. I'll just say I know how to read and follow directions pretty good.
Oh, wow. Amazing. I wouldn't have thought so. Is that a Run DMC t-shirt?
Yes, it is.
It's purple and yellow? That's not a color they wore. That's a weird t-shirt.
Why?
It's like a knockoff. It's
Okay.
retro, though. It's the old school
It's in
Run.
the genuine Lakers colors.
You got to put a Run DMC song for this segment.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, you'll do it. Damn it.
No, I'll think.
Bro,
about
what
it.
is your problem? Why don't you like my taste in music? I'm gonna kill you.
Because
People
I
are-
like mine more.
I know, but it's like you need to
And for a
change
second,
up some genres, bro.
all right, then from now on, you do the editing.
No, I'm not doing the editing. Just use my music,
All right,
bro.
then shut the fuck
I'll
up.
help you edit. You know how much shit I edited? Are you kidding me? I used to do
How much of this shit have you edited?
none because
All
I'm
right,
really
then
busy.
shut up.
I have a really important
Oh
job.
Christ! What is it? looking slick all day and making comments?
No, I mean like my day job. This is my hobby and my love. But my day job is also.
What's your day job? Not looking slick and making comments?
No, I don't make comments. I look slick though.
Just you look slick all day.
I give compliments. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about what I do. It's not that important. Anyway, but it's important. It's a marketing position at a law firm. How about that? Let's just leave it at that.
Radio 420 AM W.E.E.D with Alan Slick.
No, Alan G9D, please get it right. Alex Sounds, okay? Take it easy. All right, before I use your government name.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, that's right. Okay, don't do that, please. This isn't the Jersey Shore. This is WEED 420 AM. Your Pod Blast
It's
podcast.
far from being Jersey Shore-ish.
No, it's much more intellectual.
Because we don't have any video.
As I was saying, so we're in New York, as you know. You completely threw me off guard. But anyway, we're in New York, and right now you have to address Winsanity. I mean, can we please address it?
Don't follow it.
You're not following it?
Refuse to follow it.
We do like basketball, bro. It's the second most popular sport in America. We got to talk about it, even if you don't like it. You got to like, bro. I was at the Knicks game on Wednesday when they played the Sacramento Kings.
Hashtag who?
Yeah, Jeremy Lin, bro. I never seen so many Asians in one place as outside of a casino. It was insane. But listen, I don't care. I like him. He's a good point guard. Turns over the ball a little too much. He actually had like 13 turnovers the other day. But when I think Carmelo comes back, it should be okay. But I also like the fact that today ESPN, this is a funny story, and this just happened. They posted on their mobile website the headline, "Chink in the Armor."
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're getting some heat for it, too. People are not happy because earlier this week, obviously, I mean, the story is he's an Asian basketball player who went to Harvard. And it's like he came off the bench. He didn't play at all last year for the Warriors or Rockets. Basically had like a couple minutes in the NBA. He started one day and just took off. He's averaging like 24 and 8 and 8 assists and a couple of steals. He's doing really well. And the Knicks went 7-0 until last night, and now they lost the game. They're 7-1. So but this is like one of the first times where there's an Asian, like, I mean Yao Ming obviously, but he was from China. This is an Asian American. The story where he just like kept persevering, went to Harvard. He wasn't even drafted, nothing like that, and he actually made it happen. Like, he got this chance to start one game. I mean, after he had a great performance off the bench against the Nets last week, almost 2 weeks ago now, and 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks. So it's been 2 weeks of just insanity. This guy sold more jerseys than anybody. He's rejuvenating like the sport of basketball in New York City, and it's like
God, I hate that word.
What?
Rejuvenation.
And the ESPN had the funniest headline earlier this week. Also, a author, Mr. Whitlock, I forgot his first name. This Whitlock guy, he wrote a Twitter comment saying,
Christ.
listen what he said, dude. Shut the fuck up.
This is what this show has degraded through Twitter comments.
This is what he wrote. Okay,
Please don't tell me you're reporting on Twitter comments.
I am not reporting on them. This guy's an author. He's like a pretty famous guy. Whatever. He works for like a bunch of websites. Nevertheless, what he said was, great game by Jeremy Lin tonight. Samoki girl was feeling 2 inches of pain tonight. That's what he wrote. And everyone kind of blasted him. The Jeremy Lin's been pretty classy. He hasn't said anything. And obviously, it's like an old stereotype, whatever. And that's the whole thing is about. It's like the only kind of Asian people we find as like heroes are as like martial artists. You know what I mean? Bruce Lee and like Chow Yun-Fat or whatever. I don't know.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Think about it. Could you think of like an Asian actor that's not a martial artist?
What?
Except for Lisa Ling or whatever.
Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu, yeah. That's a male Asian,
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Who?
A couple of dudes from The Fast and Furious.
They're not good actors. They're not like famous. They're just like people.
They're famous in Asia, bro.
Yeah, exactly. They're famous in Asia.
There's more people
Asians
there
are
than there is
famous
here.
in Asia. So I know that there are famous Asians in Asia.
If anything, they're more famous than people here.
Well, probably, yeah, because they're crazy. Those people are like fucking insane. When the Beatles
Why are they
went to Japan-
crazy? What makes them crazy?
No, the fanatics.
Why would you even say that?
Japan has some crazy fanatics in Asia in general. Not crazy, like going insane. Like, it's a metaphor, bro. Take it easy.
It's like, I love you Asian people, but
Yeah.
y'all are crazy.
Nah. I like Asians. They're awesome. No problem. All kinds of cool stuff. I love Chinese food and sushi. That's good. You know that.
Not bad.
Exactly.
Kind of got me hungry.
I am a
I'm
little starved.
hungry.
It's alright. Let's act hungry. This show is going to go really well if we're hungry. Yeah, no. So I went to the game on Wednesday, and they won. Edwin had a great game. He had 13 assists. That was his career high. Awesome time.
Who cares?
But the place was rocking. Everyone cares, dude. It's like the second most popular sport in America. This thing has taken over. It's become more than just a sport.
Yeah.
It's become more than just a sports story. I've honestly never seen anything like it. It is insane. Like people who don't even like basketball are following this and intrigued by it. It's really taken over. I don't know how you're not human, bro. You're just not human if you don't like the Jeremy Lin story. Coming out of nowhere. Went to Harvard
I'm indifferent
undrafted.
to it. I wouldn't say I don't like it. I'm just indifferent. I just don't
It's
care.
such an unlikely. Can you name anybody like that? There's no one's ever done anything like in basketball, especially
Obama.
He is the Obama of basketball. Yeah, you're probably right. He just came out of nowhere. He has like
Limbama.
He's got like he's of a different race than like whatever the people he's trying to please, and and he made it and like he won it.
And now that he's in there, he's getting too many turnovers.
Yeah, he's getting some turnovers. It's true, 8 turnovers a game. It's not good. You got to come
on,
down to
Obama.
turnovers. But he's doing good things and we're winning.
Stop it with the turnovers.
Or winning, or Obama winning, whichever one you want to go with. You know what I mean? So that's how that went. Yeah, so Wednesday the game was exciting.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
And the Asians really are fucking following this guy really good. And I'm happy for them. And it was a huge, you would love it to know how much we have Asian girls. Contingent of people wearing Insanity t-shirts and people spelling Insanity out on their shirts. And just, everyone was going crazy. Super Nintendo. This thing is like taking over. It's pretty crazy. I'm being a Knicks fan for a very long time. I don't remember anything like this. I mean, last year was pretty exciting when they got Carmelo, but it hasn't really worked out. They got Stoudemire. They have a great team. It's going to be amazing. And this is one of those unlikely stories that you can really come across. I just wanted to comment on it because we haven't talked about it yet.
3 words: cricket sound effect.
No way, man. This is a big story. Everyone's writing about it. You got to talk about things people are interested in. And people like basketball. I'm not sure why you don't like basketball. You play basketball with me. I know you play basketball.
That's different than.
But there is some merit,
dude. It's
but there's some merit
in
this thing. There's some merit in this sport, right? It's very entertaining for the most part. It has fun.
It turns the cockles of your heart to mush.
Yeah. Well, listen. The Jeremy Lin story is pretty crazy. What can you say? What can you say? And they just trademarked Linsanity, so that's going to be pretty
Lymphoma.
Cool. Yeah, that's another one. They probably.
Wait till he starts doing bad stuff like that's going to start coming out.
It's true. A few years from now, when he's not playing that well or whatever, lymphoma, Linsaster.
Yeah, I can see it coming now.
Well, I hope not. I'm a big Knicks fan. New York is like the birthplace of basketball, more or less. Well, the birthplace. I mean, I guess Kansas is the birthplace, but
that's true. Your favorite street in the city is Knickerbocker Avenue.
I do like Knickerbocker Avenue. It's nice.
Shut up.
I was at MSG the other day. It was great. Great atmosphere. The game was so much fun. Played the Kings, destroyed them. They were up by 24.
You're so full of shit, it's coming out their speakers.
Yeah, I know. But, dude, going to the Knicks game this year with this going on was amazing. It was one of the most fun games I've ever been to. And they ended up winning by 15, which was also awesome.
Yay.
Yep. So there you go.
Should throw a celebration.
There you go.
We'll be back to the celebration right after this. And we're back from our small vacation.
Our short break.
Yeah.
W.E.E.D. 420 AM. This is your Pod Blast podcast coming at you live.
Getting
Really
blasted
not.
while we cast it.
Exactly.
Radio 420 AM, W.E.E.D.
This is
Anyways, what's on the agenda list now, buddy?
well, I just want to say, as a New Yorker, and I hope most of our listeners are from New York, that this has been a sick month for New York. I'm just going to say that. February 2012 has been an insane month for New York City in general. With the Giants winning the Super Bowl,
Yeah, we're definitely shining right now in the sports world.
This is definitely a shiny month right now. I'm really proud of everybody. Good job, fans and players who work for this state, supposedly.
Supposedly? What do you
well,
mean?
you know what I mean. None of them are really from New York. That's the thing. They're just, but you got to play for your team. It's all about the jersey colors. You know what I mean?
It's all about the coaching. It's all about the owner. It's all about the owner.
No, not really. The GM is very important.
Then it's all about nothing.
The person who builds the team is very important.
It's all about bragging rights for the year.
Yeah, exactly. But still, it was an amazing season, and it's been a few weeks. I already missed football. Can't wait for the draft in April.
Yeah, I already missed football too. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but it'll be back, and there's all this off-season stuff. The free agency signing period is going to happen, and March 8th is the big date. Right now is the day Peyton Manning has to make his decision whether he's going to stay with the Colts or if he's going to leave. Well, I mean, it's not really his decision. The owner has to make the decision. So that's like a big story right now because he had neck surgery, and that shit is It's an iffy situation, and it could be a very risky move. But he says he feels okay, and they really are, basically the biggest story in the NFL right now because nothing's happening. There's no free agency. The draft's not till late April, but that's the big story. So it's really pretty boring. I don't find Peyton Manning an exciting personality.
No, not at all.
I mean, there's a bunch of commercials. People think he's kind of like funny because he looks so doofy, but that's really about it. I'm all about Eli though. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
Just true, bro.
All right, what's next on the agenda list?
Well, I don't know. There's no agenda list. I mean, we're just kind of chilling. Valentine's Day was this week as well. Hope everybody got laid.
Wasn't it last week?
No, it was this past Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So that was interesting.
I can't even remember what happened 2 days ago.
Yeah, no. February 2012 definitely lived in in infamy for me because it was one of the best sports months I've ever experienced. This is comparable to the summer of '94 when both the Rangers and the Knicks were in the finals. But comparable. It's like second on that list. That was an insane
basically.
Summer.
If sports were life, he'd be getting laid right now.
Exactly.
That's what it's equivalent to. At least for you.
It's possible, my friend. It's very possible. So, what else? What else you got for me? You want to do news abuse? 2 minute?
All right, fire away.
All right.
And begin.
Okay. Afghan government asks for headscarves.
For what?
I don't know. Oh, okay. Just more headscarves. People have to wear more headscarves. Female television presenters and such.
I don't know.
Okay. Woolly Mammoth video a hoax.
I think they should be giving them at least help to try to build places where you can make the headscarves rather than just giving them headscarves.
Woolly Mammoth video a hoax.
Obviously.
Okay. A shark devours another shark whole in Australia.
One was much smaller than the other. It had to be.
It had to be. Okay, let's stop there. That's kind of interesting. You want to stop there for a second? We'll take a break, detour, and we'll come back to the 2 minute news abuse. Let's see what the story has to say. Oh, wow, that is an ugly-ass shark. What kind of shark is that? That is nuts, bro. You got to see this picture. Come over here. Look at that. In Australia?
Oh, that's one of these reef sharks.
Yeah, it's a reef shark. This is an insane photograph. People, if you're...
It's like one of those sharks that camouflage into the reef.
We'll put this on the Facebook, actually, is what we'll do. I'll put it up right now.
Nah, it's basically two small sharks. Yeah.
I know, but it's pretty crazy. That looks nuts.
All right, next.
All right, what's next? Let's see.
See, I can predict what's going to be in these things.
Actor Pattinson says he may be too old to return to Twilight.
He probably is.
I love how, like, in TV and movies, they have, like, these, like, 30-year-olds play high school, like, kids. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
In every Hollywood movie.
They've been doing that for a long time.
It's like Rob Lowe. He's, like, 47. He's playing, like, a high school kid. What the hell?
We've been letting them slide on that for mad long.
Yeah, I know. Like, when I was growing up, I had this idea in my head that when I was going to be in high school, I'd be like a fully grown like man. Like that was not true for the most part until like senior year. You know what I mean? Maybe junior year. I didn't play football, but I'm much bigger now. You know, you still grow till you're like 21, basically 20 years old. But yeah, no. So like, I love how Hollywood gets away with that consistent. I've never seen like any movie where like the high schoolers or even the like college kids are played by anyone like under 28. I've never seen it. It's always like people who are like 5 years older, at least. And some people sometimes they get away with some insane shit, like Beverly Hills 90210 back in the day. Like Jason Priestley was like 33. He was still like in like undergrad. Like what the hell?
Maybe you wouldn't watch a show with actual kids on it.
I know, that's the weird. It's such a weird dichotomy. Which one did you rather have, the illusion or like? Because everyone has to basically pretend like these actors are younger than they are. Basically.
I think based on the fact it's probably good with older actors because they could deliver the lines funnier.
All right, let's move on.
Kids just don't get it.
I know, it's true, but still, like, I just feel like they've been getting away with it too long. I'm calling it out on them. I'm calling it out.
The defense rests, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling these bastards out on this. Like, they gotta, like, you know, because it gives people, like, a weird idea. When they're older, they feel like they watch, like, a movie when they're, like, in elementary school or middle school. They feel like, oh, high school, these people are adults. It's really not true for the most part. Oh, Mattel issues a doll for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, William and, Kate.
It's the most collectible item in the doll world. Or everyone can buy it. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Man suffers heart attack while eating.
At McDonald's? Burger King.
No,
Taco Bell.
Oh, let's see.
KFC.
Oh, let's see what happens. Oh my God, this is so ironic. He ordered the triple bypass burger. It's apropos, actually. That's insane.
You can't make that stuff up.
You cannot make this stuff up. This is like real life is insane. Triple bypass burger. Wow. Where is this?
I bet it had bacon on it. Anything that has a name like that has to have bacon on it.
I think so too. And like
cheese.
Plenty of cheese. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the only way.
The website of the burger joint said, "Taste worth dying for."
I love burgers.
But he survived. Wow, where is this place? I want to take this burger down. Oh, Heart Attack Grill.
Couldn't handle it.
It's called the Heart Attack Grill. You couldn't blame the patron being caught up in the overwhelming sense of the irony. And not only is the restaurant named the Heart Attack Grill, but it also says prospective diners that anyone over 300 pounds eats for free. What? That's like a dumb business move. Because why don't you? We would want to charge those people, make some money.
You definitely need more sitting room.
I don't know, bro. That's fucking... Wow. That is pretty funny. Oh, only in Vegas, man, I guess. So it stays in Vegas, stays in Vegas. Oh, man. Good thing that guy stayed in Vegas. Yeah, he looks pretty fat from the picture, too.
Just terrible.
He kind of looks like Peter Griffin.
Sucks to be him, guy.
I know. Well, it happens, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, the UN condemns Syria.
It's about time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But they're not going to do nothing about it.
No, I don't think so.
Because of Syria's ties with Russia.
Yeah, they're really hamstrung on that. Russia and China constantly like filibuster their asses.
No, they're all struggling for power.
Yep.
Everybody's always struggling for power.
And Syria's one of those places right now. It's pretty insane. Pretty insane stuff going on. And, you know, the Arab League can't do anything, basically. It's just like a massacre zone. I feel bad for the civilians. A little bit. That's about it.
Broadcasting from Nice, France. It's Radio 420 AM W.E.E.D.
People are going to catch up to that. They're going to catch up to that. They're going to figure it out. Wow.
I don't think it was ever a secret to begin with.
So how about that prison fire?
Which one?
Oh, the one in Honduras? Like, mad people died. That's one way to take care of your prisoners.
My daily routine doesn't put me a lot, I don't get into the news too much because there's too much stuff to do during the day.
Yeah, during the day? Which day was that?
Every day. I forgot what I was going to say.
358 people died in that prison fire. Wow. But one white girl gets kidnapped, and it's like
There's not too many Honduran channel news outlets.
I know, but they don't care.
Like, it's not something you commonly hear about in this country, at least.
They don't care. It doesn't matter.
It's probably on the BBC.
Yeah, well, it's on everything, but it's not a big story here. I'm just saying. It's like, our priorities are all messed up. People die all the time, we don't give a shit. One, like, little white girl goes missing, and it's like pandemonium. You know what I mean? The Casey Anthony trial took up more news coverage than anything else.
Yeah.
And that's one person compared to... just this one story is 358. And you know what I mean? It's kind of weird how what our values are in that sense. But whatever. It's all good. I'm not going to go into that diatribe. Avoid that nonsense. But,
yeah, that's a train wreck of a story.
It was?
It really is.
You think so? Which part? The Honduras jail fire?
Well, the Casey Anthony thing.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't understand how she was found not guilty. That didn't make any sense. Rick Santoro must really hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's insane. He wants to stop
That's his arch enemy now.
He wants to stop all contraception. Like, he is out of his mind. I don't see how he's going to get any of the women's vote. Except for like, the Puritan women, I guess, and like Amish people and shit.
It's not a big market, is it?
It's not a big market.
Not at all.
Some people use contraception just for health purposes, so they have a regular period and shit. People don't even... Santorum didn't even address that. You know
That's why he's Santorum.
Exactly. Google him if you need. I feel like the more people Google him, the less popular he'll become. So, I mean, maybe like the fact that he's getting popular now is just going to be like a big like crash.
Well, his name does mean a splooge.
Yes, it's true.
With only half a chromosome per cell.
Yes, it's true. I guess that's how you create a Santorum.
According to Google, at least.
I know. I'm aware. I've been on that. Everyone's mentioned that.
Yes.
You know, it's a running joke in like every commentary. Like, whenever you see like the Daily Show or SNL, they always like kind of like.
It sucks to be him. What can I say?
It does. That would really suck. It would totally not
but it's
be
funny.
Cool. It's hilarious. It's like the fish sticks jokes from South Park. It's so genius. How did I not come up with it? You know what I mean?
It's brilliance on its simplicity. That's exactly. What the brilliance is based on.
Oh man, you know it.
I think so.
It's true. So what do you think?
It may be true.
Did you enjoy the Whitney Houston funeral? Alicia Keys did a very nice song, though. I'll say that. I like Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is hot, and she's got a good voice. She did that one song with Nas, Warrior Song. Really awesome. She really hits some... You know, if you can do well with Nas, you've made it in the industry. That's my opinion. I love Nas. I think like if you can work with Nas well, that means like you made it in the industry. Look at Jay-Z. After he worked with Nas, bam, he's a fucking... mogul celebrity. He's no longer even a rapper.
Super moguling.
Yeah, exactly. He's got his own vodka, all that nonsense. So I don't know. That's just me.
I don't like that vodka.
Ciroc. It's actually, you know what? They make a good potato vodka. You like potato vodka?
I like all sorts of vodka.
Right, I agree. But I'm saying, have you tried potato vodka?
Yes, obviously I've tried potato.
You know what's really good? I recommend highly is
grain vodka.
No, buffalo grass vodka. It has a sweeter, like, you never tried it?
No, but that sounds disgusting.
No, it's amazing. It's not expensive. It's not expensive.
Those are pretty strong words.
It's amazing. It's one of the best vodkas I've ever tried. It's like better than Kettle One.
I'm sending in an invoice right now.
Bro, Buffalo Grass vodka's where it's at. I highly recommend it. It has this. It's like there's no aftertaste, but it has this this flavor. It has like it's not flavored vodka, but it has like this like caramel to it. I don't know. It's so weird, but it's like it's awesome. It's one of my favorite vodkas of all time. So that's like my big recommendation. We're gonna invoice him.
Yes. Open up QuickBooks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, people are talking about Buffalo Grass vodka. It's a trending topic. Gulpster.
I'm checking the Twitter feed.
No, a Gulpster feed. Get it? Gulpster. Gulp. Gulp. Yep.
Yep. Well, this is what the show's degraded to.
No, that was a good vodka segment there. I mean, I like recommending products to our people. But this is my favorite product that's coming up right now. It's one of our best sponsors.
Yeah, it's not a sponsor, it's more of an enabler. It's the whole reason this thing exists.
Yes, the plant that evolved with humans. Amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah.
Yeah? You think so?
Yep.
Go ahead and grab it.
Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back after this.
Are you abusing your medicine cabinet? Do you suffer from prescription pill addiction, like Oxy, Roxy, Xanax, Valium, Methadone, Suboxone, Ambien, Percocet, and Vicodin? Did your doctor prescribe you pills that you can't live or function without? PillAddicts.com should be your next step to live a normal life. PillAddicts.com and you can stop the prescription pill epidemic in America today.
Back from break. Thanks for tuning in. That's pretty much it for this episode. I got nothing else to add.
Yeah, we had a good time while it lasted. Very joyous occasion. Our fourth
and now we're
episode.
blasted, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.